Okay, it's workout number 28. It's going to be a great lower body workout. We have goblet squats, lateral lunges, suitcase sit-ups, single leg deadlifts. Then we have some interval training with weighted skaters and Russian twists. And then we move on to mountain climbers, push-ups, and bicycle sit-ups. All right? So we're going for 8 to 12 goblet squats. If you want to go more than 12 reps on the goblet squats, more power to you. Definitely go for it. For the goblet squats, you want to hold a dumbbell, and you're going to hold it this way here. We're going to have our elbows in, and we're going to sit straight down. We're going to make sure our feet are nice and flush to the ground. We're going to let our hips drop back, and we're going to try and get it so our knees and our hips are about even. Even if we get our hips lower than our knees, that's great. Then we're driving into the ground with our feet, extending the hips, standing up straight, okay? So that's a squat. And on the goblet squat, we want to make sure that we're not pressing up against the weight, but we're letting the weight actually sit down into our hands, okay? And as we squat, what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that we're pressing to the outside of our feet on the way down, and then re-engaging on the way up, okay? And we're really using our heels and in front of our right behind our toes as points of contact to put pressure into the ground, okay, and sustain our balance. All right, that's going to allow us to kind of stay flush and balance to the ground. Okay, so if this is my hand and these are my toes, I'm paying attention to what you would call the ball of your feet. Right here, we're making sure that's on the ground, and then I'm also making sure that I'm sitting back and putting my weight into my heels, okay? But I don't want to sit back so much and get so focused on putting my weight into my heels that my feet are coming off the ground, right? So we want to make sure front of our feet are on the ground, and then we're allowing our load to sit back towards the back of our feet as we squat down, drive up, stand nice and tall, okay? For the goblet squat, you got 8 to 12 of them. Like I said, if you want to do more, do it, all right? So lateral lunges, we got 12 to 16 lateral lunges, okay? So that's 6 to 8 on each side, all right? So for the lateral lunges, we can do it a few ways. We can hold it here like we did on the goblet. We're going to step off to the side. We're going to bend our knee. We're going to let our hip sit back. So I'll go this way instead. We're going to step off to the side, bend our knee, let our hips sit back like we're trying to find a seat behind us, and then drive off and get our feet back together, okay? So here, I'm going to sit off to the side, let my hips sit back, feet together, okay? Now for the lateral lunge, I always make sure that I just knock out one side and then the other, okay? So I'll knock out, if I start with my right, then I'll do my 6 to 8 reps on my right side, and then I'll do my 6 to 8 reps on my left side, okay? Now remember, you're sitting back. We're not really, if you're having trouble getting low, you might be too focused on bending your knee, and you're not going to put weight into your knee, okay? So we're going to have the same idea that we did on the squat, which is we're not going to we're not going to allow our weight in our foot to load up on the front, okay? So we're not going to put the weight on our foot to the front of our foot, okay? We're going to put the weight of our foot more to the outside and definitely to the back of our foot, okay? And go down. So here, down, driving up, feet together, okay? You're going to feel that on the inside of your legs, or you probably feel a stretch on the inside of your legs, that's okay. If you're having trouble sitting down as well, another way that can kind of just naturally get fixed is getting the weight and holding it down, okay? So rather than having it up, hold it down. So just step to the side, go down that way. That might help a little bit, okay? If holding 2 dumbbells is too much for you, all right, that's okay. Hold one, keep it here, and this is going to help you sit down too. All right? Now, on this back foot, some people would really like to let that let your toes come up off the ground, and that lets you come up too. There's another way to do it. If you're having trouble with the movement, You know, don't add something at the end for like another thing to focus on, okay? But if you want to try it and it's not like becoming a huge thing in your mind, a mental block, then go for it. This is going to help you sit down even lower. And now remember, once you're down in that low spot, right? So say I step, right? Once I'm down in this low spot, I'm going to press off of this foot to get my feet back together. Okay? All right. After the lateral lunges, which we're doing 6 to 8 on each side on those, we're going down to the ground and we're doing suitcase sit-ups, okay? On a suitcase sit-up, we start off stretched out, nice and straight. We're going to come up. We're going to bring our knees to our chest. Hold. Lay back down. Now we're going to let that upper body get up just a millisecond before your lower body comes. So get that upper body up first. And then bring the knees up, okay? My feet are up in the air. I'm going to hug my knees. I go under the knees or up here. Then extend back out. It's important to make sure you stretch those arms back out too, okay? Stretch your arms all the way back out. Come back up. Alright? Now, if that's really tough for you, that's okay. Start here. Just work the lower half. Once you come here, finish a crunch. Come back. Up. Finish a crunch. Come back. Okay? Those will be just as hard too. If that's really tough for you still, that's okay. Start with your feet bent like this and just bring your knees to your chest. Hug. Stretch back out that way. Alright? You get your feet up nice and high. You really want to contract your abs. Squeeze. You can hold that contraction. Come back up, okay? All of them are good. Some of those may just be like not doable for you, which is okay. Alright. After the suitcase sit-ups, we got single leg deadlifts, okay? So we're hitting the legs again. This is already the third workout on your legs in this set. So we're up, single leg deadlifts. Remember, we are balancing on one foot, letting our hips sit straight back, going down to the ground. We're making sure this back foot is pointed down to the ground as well. Driving into the ground with our foot, extending the hips, standing up nice and tall. Okay? So how does that look here? Hips back, knees bending, that's okay, the knee can bend. I'm going to try and keep this foot down as much as I can. Get down all the way as low as you can. Keep this foot, keep the toes pointed down to the ground on the back foot. Drive up, okay? You can go with 2 weights or 1. So if we go with 2, you just allow the dumbbells to, or allow your foot to split the dumbbells. And we're just going to go straight back. Same way, everything's the same. Don't necessarily have to touch the ground by any means. Drive up, okay? When we're driving up, we're pressing into the heel. Swinging our hips forward. Standing up tall. Alright, this is another one where we're got to make sure that we're not overextending our back, okay? That's not the point. We just want to extend this hip forward, okay? Another tendency that we can have is as we're coming up, we might short it too much. And just kind of just stop right there. Come all the way up. Down. Up, okay? This is not one that you alternate. You do one side all your reps and then do the opposite side all your reps, okay? Last way you can do it is you can hold one dumbbell. You can hold it on the same side if you want. Or you can hold on the opposite side. Alright? Remember, if the foot starts feeling funny, you feel like you're losing balance, if you're coming out, try and get that big toe down. If you're crashing in, try and get that weight to the outside of your foot. Okay? So single leg deadlifts, 8 to 10 on each side. After that, we're grabbing a weight. We're going to hit weighted skaters or we're just going to do regular skaters, okay? Up to you. So on the skaters, we're going to hold the weight here. Pick a foot, or if that's not true, you're not going to pick a foot. Get the foot to the foot that's to the outside. We're going to have on the ground. Other foot's going to be in the air. We're going to jump to the side, balance, work on our deceleration, then accelerate. All right, we're trying to Stay on one foot if we can. Alright? If you can't, that's okay. Try and stay up tall. As you hold the weight, you don't want to be like crunched over. Try and stay up tall. You're still going to bend and go low, but as you go low, you don't want to do that, because if you're holding weight and you're not able to keep your chest up as you do it, then it's probably too heavy, okay? And what can happen is, when you're in the side and if you're too low like this, as you go to jump over, you're going to be using your back too much to do it. You can hurt your back, okay? So if you can't keep your chest up as you're doing this with the weight, then either let the weight go, forget about it, sorry. Or, you know, get a lighter weight if you have access to it, okay? Now, obviously you can go body weight too, side to side this way. Remember, just pretend like there's a big puddle in the middle of the mat, and I'm trying to jump side to side over it without touching, okay? Then also, if you're having trouble with balance, put that back foot down, that's okay. We're still gonna keep the weight on the front foot and push off side to side. We're doing that for 30 seconds. We're resting 15 seconds, and then we're gonna hit Russian twist for 30 seconds. So for the Russian twist, we're laying down. We can have the feet on the ground and go side to side, or have them in the air and go side to side. In the air is obviously gonna be harder. If you wanna hold the weight and do it, you can. Staying up, twisting side to side. Either way is good. 30 seconds of Russian twist is no joke. Then after that, we're going to another set of intervals, but instead of 30 on, 15 off, for the next 3 exercises, it's 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, okay? So we got mountain climbers first. So we're really hitting the cardio here, right? Because we get skaters, get the heart rate up, then we're gonna hit mountain climbers. Now we got hands under our shoulders, and we're running in place. Remember, leg that's forward, that foot stays in the air. We're hitting this for 20 seconds, all right? Then we got 10 seconds to transition to push-ups. If you're gonna go down to your knees, that's okay. Remember, let the knees be out from under your hips. And then we're gonna have our hands in the same position that we had the mountain climber, which is shoulder width apart. We're gonna let the elbows go straight back, chest to the ground. You come up, you're gonna knock out those for 20 seconds. If you're not on the knees, obviously you're gonna be standard. Okay? If you're choosing to do the push-ups elevated, I would recommend just do the mountain climbers elevated as well. So whatever, you know, you're gonna be leaning on, whether it's a bench or a table, or if you're on the wall, or like a, I don't know, some sort of ledge that's steady and sturdy, then just do the mountain climbers there, because you only got 10 seconds to transition, and then do the push-ups there as well. All right, and then after the push-ups, we're down on the ground for bicycle sit-ups, okay? Bicycle sit-ups. Bring one knee and bring the opposite elbow to that knee that's up. We're gonna keep that foot in the air, keep extended, rotating through, okay? We're gonna knock that out for 20 seconds. Then after that, we're back to the top of the goblet squats. 2 to 4 rounds of it. It's a really good leg workout. You're gonna get some good abs. Awesome lower body and core workout. Definitely gonna burn some calories on this one. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Stop by the gym one day if you're close by. And I'll see you for workout number 29 real soon. Thank you so much.